Hey, what's going on, everybody on YouTube? Steve here, Raiken Profit, trying to get the lighting correct. Live with another video. So in this video, I want to talk about what to do when your favorite thrift store raises the prices on a particular item and pushes you out of the market. It's happening at a lot of these thrift stores, and prices are going up. It's obvious. So what do you do in that situation when you don't really mess with electronics, or maybe you don't buy or sell books, or you don't sell shoes? Maybe you're only selling clothing, and your favorite thrift store, this is an example that's going on in my life, my favorite thrift store, Savers, what happens when they raise their prices from, let's say, $4, $5, $6 a shirt, and decide to raise prices to $15 to $20 per shirt? What do you do in that situation? And I want this to be a very constructive video. I don't want this to be a video about you're causing prices to go up in Facebook and YouTube. Save that nonsense for another YouTube channel. I'm not interested in it, and nor should you be. But what do you do in that situation when the prices go up in your favorite thrift store? Maybe it's a particular niche. Maybe it's the electronics go through the roof, or maybe it's clothing, or maybe shoes go through the roof. What do you do in that situation when that happens? It's real simple. Change. Do something different. Source another item. I'll tell you right now, I honestly believe that over the next couple of years, there's going to be a huge, even a bigger opportunity with wholesale, with private label, having your own website. I do believe that these easier means to source, such as thrifting, mostly thrifting, is going to get more and more challenging. And I think certain niches are going to become more and more difficult to not only compete in, but make money with. So you've got to be out there learning different ways to source, whether it's wholesale or private label or bulk, or maybe you're building relationships at these thrift stores and you're somehow being able to get access to the inventory before anybody else can. You've got to find new ways to compete and have that advantage, because in this example, this Savers went psycho. I don't know who the new manager is, but this guy or gal, whoever took over, just went freaking wacky. And you want to know what? You could sit there, you could cry, you could complain, you could blame, you could point fingers, but at the end of the day, it doesn't do me any good, doesn't do you any good. So you've got to be able to switch. You've got to be able to change. You've got to be able to pivot. And you've got to be planting seeds right now. It might be summertime right now in your financial season. And what I mean by that is you might be selling a bunch of items. You might be popping hard at thrift stores, finding books and shoes and clothing. But you better believe it, that winter is coming. And all good comes to an end. Seasons always change, right? So you've always got to be planting seeds for the changing season. It might be wintertime right now for you. And I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about where you stand in terms of your sourcing and your finances. Things might be tough. Sourcing might be tough, but there's always another opportunity around the corner. So you've always got to plant seeds. You've always got to be planning and strategizing and, being ahead of the curve. So, what am I going to do right now, since this Savers that I'm going to in Manchester, Connecticut, what am I going to do now that they tripled the prices? Literally overnight. They went from Levi's jeans being $5 to Levi's jeans being $17.99. Not all of them. What am I going to do? Am I going to fight with the manager? Am I going to be sourcing and going through all the clothing racks looking for that one gym? I'm not. I'm going to still go to that store, and I'm still going to poke around with the clothing, but I'm going to stop spending so much time going through the clothing, and I'm going to focus on the books. I'm going to focus on the electronics. I'm going to focus on the puzzles and video games and the other items that are in that thrift store. So, a lot of people get started with reselling and they say, hey, Steve, I can't find clothes, or the clothes are so expensive. What should I do? Look at the shoes. Look at the ties, right? Maybe avoid the polos and the tees and go after the blazer, sport coats, and suits. Maybe that won't work. Maybe your opportunity is in the books. Maybe your opportunity is in linens, right? Who knows? So what do you do when things get tough? When you get presented with an obstacle, you pivot. You do something different. You switch it up. So, just like with my YouTube channel, I used to do videos in normal places, and now I pivoted and, I do it in my car like I'm a homeless man. Belts. Hoovy the Real says belts. Check out the belts. I was just looking at the belts a couple minutes ago at Savers, although I didn't find any belts. You know, check out the belts. Check out the ties. Check out the books. So many various items. And here's the thing, guys. Things fall through the cracks all the time. These people who are pricing, they drop the ball. And sometimes just the ball dropping can make you $100 like that. Eric says never get stuck hitting one store. Switch it up. Yes, check out the hats, as JJ Ross says. JJ Ross. Find what your local area has an abundance of. You've got to experiment. You've got to check out all these different stores. Hit up the garage sales. Hit up the flea markets. Start planting some wholesale seeds. Start learning wholesale. Take a wholesale course. Take a private label course. Take a Shopify course. Start learning about different things. Plant seeds, because it might be summertime, right, in your thrifting career. Things might be easy. You might be able to find stuff. But I tell you, the competition's always going to come in eventually. Things are going to get more challenging. Things are always going to change. So it's always good to be planting seeds and having backup plans and other things that you can go into when things slow down. You know, people are complaining about eBay slowing down. Well, what if you had an Amazon FBA account? Or what if you had your own products that you could sell, or your own website? You could dictate the amount of sales you have coming in based on, you know, ad spend. There's a lot of people out there. I've got a lot of friends killing it with Shopify. When sales are down, they just pick up, you know, they add more products to their catalog, and they, you know, start testing out new ad creatives, running Facebook ads and Pinterest and Instagram ads, and they send an email out to their email list. There's so many different ways and different, you know, it's crazy. There's so many opportunities out there. So what do you do when things get tough? Switch it up. Don't complain. Don't bitch. Excuse my language. Don't whine, don't point fingers, don't blame Facebook, don't blame YouTube, because while you're wasting all that time blaming and pointing fingers, guess who's making money? Not you. It's like when the haters, man, the haters, they'll come out and they'll criticize, you know, people, and they'll say this and they'll say that. I know for a fact if you're a hater and you're dropping comments like that, you ain't making money. I can guarantee you ain't making money. And if you are making money, you ain't living up to your potential. I can tell you that. So you want to know what? Go out there and do the best you can. Plant seeds. Plan ahead. Stay ahead of the curve. Don't complain. Switch things up. And experiment. So with that being said, just want to make that video. And I just make random videos based on what's going on in my life. You know, I just left Goodwill and Savers. Shout out to Mary from Thailand. If you are watching this video, gave her a hug. We took a picture together. She recognized me from the videos. Mary, stay out of my thrifting area. I'm just kidding. It was really nice to meet you, Mary. But yeah, Nick, like Nick says, smash that like button. Dollar moves in the house. Mr. Rob Anderson making a rare, what am I trying to say? I don't even know, but he's coming on in and he's making himself well known. So good to see you, Dollar Moves. Don smashed it. Brett smashed it. J Mac in the house. Hey, doing well. Getting ready to go into the grocery store, but just want to make a video about what's going on in my life and what to do when you are faced with challenges such as thrift stores raising their prices. So, yeah, with that being said, everybody, I got to get rolling. But thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for stopping by, watching this video. Appreciate you all. And I forgot to tell you guys, if you haven't seen my videos, check out, I'm going to link up down below the new guide that I released with my main man, Tino, the Soul Advisor, 101 killer men's shoe brands. People were asking for it. We created it. We put it together. It's available for pre-order now. RaikenProfit.com /shoes. RaikenProfit.com/shoes, if I could say that properly. Check it out. Great content. It's releasing July 7th. It's 20% off now. If you pre-order it, price is going up. Go grab it. RaikenProfit.com/shoes. Make a killing today. Go take action. Peace out, everybody. DJ, thanks for stopping by. Carrie, thank you. From Waterbury. Hey, we got to get up sometime, Carrie. You're about probably 40 minutes away or so. We're going to have another Connecticut meeting.